Hello, my name is TJ Hart, and today my presentation is on Army Ranger training and lifestyles to prevent musculoskeletal injuries. First, I will start off by describing what exactly is a musculoskeletal injury and how it affects our military personnel, and particularly the Army Ranger. Musculoskeletal injuries are injuries of the muscles, nerves, tendons, joints, cartilage, and spinal discs, and they are one of the leading causes of loss of duty time in military personnel. This is especially true in special forces, and particularly the Army Rangers, where 45% of them were injured during their first year of training. This is due to the fact that the Army Rangers are a very elite group of soldiers, and their training is both physically and mentally demanding, and that can put a lot of stress on their body. A Army Ranger having a musculoskeletal injury not only has a negative impact on themselves due to the pain, but also has a negative impact on their deployment team and their ability to conduct combat missions. Surprisingly, most musculoskeletal injuries are actually not caused by combat-related trauma. The vast majority of them are caused during their training prior to deployment. During my research, I came across an article that listed 8 different indicators that could predict musculoskeletal injuries. The first of which is any history or whether or not they still smoke, any prior surgeries or prior injuries, any reoccurrence of an injury that has happened over a long period of time, any medical leave from duty during the past year due to a musculoskeletal injury, also dorsiflexion range of motion. What they did is they tested for the distal extremity mobility of both the Army Rangers' ankles, and if there is any difference in flexibility in either one, that could be a big indicator of whether or not they are vulnerable to a musculoskeletal injury. As well as pain in the functional movement clearing test. This is a test that assesses their and sees if there's any functional limitations. This is done through deep squat, inline lunge, hurdle step, shoulder mobility, leg raise, and push-ups, and many more actually. As well as a 2-mile run time and the max amount of sit-ups in 2 minutes. A poor score in either one of those could indicate them being more vulnerable to a musculoskeletal injury. So this is a table basically describing that if there's multiple variables present, the more variables from the past slide that are present in an Army Ranger, they are at a higher risk of developing a musculoskeletal injury. Anything 3 or above, you're at high risk. Around 2, you're at a moderate risk, and 1 to 0, you're at a lower risk for obtaining a musculoskeletal injury. So, out of all those variables that I listed above, there are training methods that could prevent musculoskeletal injuries in Rangers. This includes mobility and flexibility training. This includes static stretching or P&F stretching to promote mobility and keep your ligaments nice and strong and flexible, as well as ligaments and tendons nice and strong and flexible to prevent those injuries from happening, as well as functional fitness training. This is training that meets the demand of the specific MOS of an Army Ranger, that it allows them to adapt, to be able to adapt to any situations they may come up upon during combat or in training. It's giving them all around a fit individual that's able to adapt to anything, as well as safe strength and power training. What I mean by safe is maybe implementing a nice dynamic warm-up, and also having a nice cool down and maybe some static stretching, and also moderate loads, or loads that the Ranger knows that can be done safely without provoking any injuries, as well as safe aerobic training. This is kind of the same thing: a nice good warm-up and a nice cool down. In the aerobic training will let their bodies adapt to whatever they may come across in combat, like being out having to run away or anything like that. Lifestyle changes also play a big role in the prevention of musculoskeletal injuries in Rangers. One of the biggest variables for that indicates musculoskeletal injuries is whether or not they smoke. And quitting smoking, if the ranger smokes, is could be huge. It would promote their ability to live a healthy lifestyle, and also regular fitness. This includes daily movement, a nice healthy diet to provide all the nutrients and minerals and calories needed to perform, as well as mental health. I think mental health was not one of the things mentioned, not one of the variables mentioned, but I really do think it plays a big role in how these soldiers train. I feel like if their mental health is poor, their body could perform poorly and maybe provoke an injury. These are my references I used for this presentation, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.